Okay, here we go. We're going to play a 2,500 point game, Eldar versus Necrons. On the Eldar side, we've got Eldrad, who will be with a unit of Banshees and a Wave Serpent. And then we've got another Farseer on Jetbike, and he'll be with Seer Council on Jetbike. There are 6 of them. Then I've got a unit of Dire Avengers with Exarch in a Wave Serpent. I've got 10 Pathfinders. And then I've got 2 units of 6 Fire Dragons, both with Exarchs. And then I've got 2 Falcons and 5 Swooping Hawks with Exarch. And I can't remember if I said anything, so if I did, I apologize. That's 3 Warwalkers.
Alright, on the Necron side, we'll start from this side. We have 2 Doomsday Arcs. We have 10 Scarab Aces. We have 3 regular destroyers and 2 heavy. And we have a Destroyer Lord with 3 Wraiths. 6 Praetorians. Those are going to proxy as the other 3 that I don't have. And here we have 10 Immortals with a Necron Lord with a Res Orb. Here we have the Storm Lord, 6 Lich Guard, and that's going to be Cryptek of Destruction. And here we have 9 Immortals with a Cryptek of Despair. And then the last one is a Necron Lord with the Res Orb with 10 more Immortals. We're going to roll off to see what we're playing. Okay. Matt's, it's going to do deployment.
2, which is a pitched battle.
Okay, and I'll do mission. And it's 6. Annihilation. So we'll be back with deployment.
Okay, here we go. Quick overview of deployment. Necrons did win the roll-off to go first and deploy first. So that was Necrons. And then over here we got Falcon, the Seer Council. Wave Serpents have passengers, the Falcons have the Fire Dragons, the Pathfinders are infiltrating right there. And we're going to roll to steal the initiative, and roll a 1, the opposite of what I needed.
Alright, it was an exciting Necron first turn. Scarabs moved up a little bit. Wraiths with the Destroyer Lord moved up. Destroyers moved over a little bit. Doomsday Arc actually just sat there. This one did a pivot. These guys moved up. These guys shuffled over. And same thing with these guys here. The Praetorians did move up, trying to get some cover behind that. And this Cryptek used a Veil of Darkness and tried to land there, but moved all the way back here. 2 dangerous terrain tests and we'll 0-1s. Shooting phase, Doomsday Arc immobilize this here, and with the Cryptek of Destruction there, he used the Lance and took out one of these Seer Councils on jet bikes. Something else that tried to shoot is the Destroyer Lords tried to shoot at these and missed and could not pin. And assaults, nothing assaulted, and we'll be back with Eldar turn 1.
Alright, here we go. Eldar turn 1. Both of the Wave Serpents went flat out. Pathfinder stuck around right there. Immobilized Falcon just kind of hang out. This one moved up 12 inches. My Seer Council shuffled over to get in with the Immortals. In the shooting phase, we took some shots from the Falcons at the Praetorians. Took out 2, one of them came back. And we Mind Ward one of the heavy destroyers. So, close combat, we knocked out 2 guys. They knocked out 2 of ours, despite the fact that we were fortunate. And we have to roll 2 reanimations. One of them comes back. So, that was it. We're stuck in combat, and we will be back with Necron's turn.
Alright, Necron, turn 2, again, very interesting shooting phase. Well, actually, let's start with movement phase. These guys moved and ran. Those guys moved. These guys moved,
What about natural
shuffled
disaster?
over, moved also, and these guys stayed put. These two things did a pivot, shooting phase, everything shot and did absolutely nothing. These guys shot and could not pin, shot and could not see, and shot and scattered off. Assault phase, the only thing that could assault was these Wraiths and Destroyer Lord. 2 hits, 2 pins, and just can't shoot. And then this here, they tie combat again. So these Immortals are doing really, really, really good. I will be back with Eldar turn 2.
Alright, here we go. Eldar, turn 2. Let's see. Eldrad fortuned his squad. He doomed the Wraiths. And that was it. The Farseer over here fortuned his squad. And that was it. In the movement phase, this unloaded the Dire Avengers and then moved. This moved 12 inches, and then the Fire Dragons hopped out. The Banshees disembarked, and their Wave Serpent moved flat out. And also, the Swooping Hawks came in from reserve. And then in the shooting phase, they blade stormed the Dire Avengers into the Scarabs, took 2 bases and put 2 wounds on another. And then the Banshees took some pot shots at the Wraiths. I don't think did any wounds. And Eldrad cast Mind War and then failed to do any wounds to the Lord. Otherwise, over here, the Fire Dragons took out 3 of the Praetorians, and then 1 reanimated. And then this Wave Serpent failed to do anything against that Doomsday Arc. And then this Falcon right here took some shots across at those Destroyers and took out 2, and then 1 of them reanimated. So other than that, that was it for shooting. And then over here in close combat, they actually lost by 1 because the Farseer failed a Fortune Wound. And they failed to do any wounds to the Immortals, which is just getting ridiculous. But they stuck around. And the Banshees, with the help of Eldrad, took out the Destroyer Lord and the Wraiths. So we'll be back with Necron's turn.
Alright, Necrons did very, very well again. Movement, Scarabs moved over here. These guys moved up a little bit. Immortals, they shuffled over here to get revenge on the
Swooping Hawks.
Swooping Hawks. This did a pivot to take out the Swooping Hawks. Also did a pivot, and these guys really didn't move. Destroyers moved from here to there, and the Praetorians moved closer to the Fire Dragons. Shooting, for some strange reason, Necrons are not really working out in the shooting phase. They're actually doing better in the assault phase. Here, the Immortals shot at the Swooping Hawks, killed 3, and the Doomsday Arc killed the other 2. The Cryptek here used this lance weapon, and this can't shoot. These guys here did the exact same thing. Immortals here shot at the Fire Dragons, took out 1. And the Praetorians shot their weapon and took out another 1. And that's it for the shooting phase. Assault phase, I lost 1 Immortal. He stood back up, and I caused no wounds this time. So again, still in combat. Scarabs did a multi-assault with the Avengers and this Wave Serpent. It is 1 armor value less, so rear is 9 and 11. And I took out 1 Dire Avenger, but I lost 2 bases, so there's that. Oh, and the Praetorians took out 2 Fire Dragons. They failed their leadership test, and they ran away. So there's Necron's turn 3. We'll be back with Eldar turn 3.